Betting on player props in 2024, I made $8,000. And in this video, I am going to share with you my top 3 favorite markets that I love to attack. And if you're someone that likes to wager $500 or more on player props, you're going to have no issue getting your money down in these markets. And the best part is I'm going to share with you one of my sources that provides me a consistent edge in one of these markets, and you can start tailing these plays today absolutely for free, no strings attached. Let's dive into the first edge, which I love to attack, which is betting on the NHL and anytime goal scorers. The software that I use that helps me find plays in the sports betting market with an edge is OddsJam's Positive Expected Value tool. Now, linked in the description will be a 1-week free trial, and then use my code BILLYC to save yourself 35% off your first month after the trial ends. So right here, we're looking at Frank Vatrano in this Ducks-Jets game, and we're going off of Pinnacle, the most accurate sportsbook in the world. And you can see in general that all the sportsbooks roughly have this priced in the plus 225 range, meaning a $100 wager over at Fanatics would pay us out $225, but that same wager over at BetMGM pays us out $280. Now, when we open this up over at Pinnacle, comparing this to BetMGM, you can see that BetMGM is just very stale to the market. They set their odds about 16 hours ago, and the price hasn't changed. But Pinnacle here in the red, well, they received some type of money or information 3 hours ago, and their price went from plus 228 down to plus 200. And so this is a type of movement that we want to capitalize on because a sharp sportsbook moved on their price while a stale sportsbook didn't. Utilizing the one-click bet feature with OddsJam automatically pulls this play up for me, so I don't have to search for it. It takes me a matter of seconds for this play to pull up, and then I go ahead and plug in the amount that I want to wager on. Bingo. Just like this, I found a play with a very sharp edge and placed a wager on it. And as you can see, wagering $200 on a long shot underdog was not an issue for me. Now, guys, another thing that you need to know about, if you want to become a sharp sports bettor, you have to track your bets. And OddsJam's Bet Tracker is 100% free. It's what I've been using for over 3.5 years, and it definitely helps me just keep track of what's going on with my day-to-day sports betting activities. Now, on my screen, you can see that I have a bunch of different goal scorers that I can attack on BetMGM, FanDuel, even Fanatics. But one thing that you want to make note of is up here in the filters section. Let's go through exactly my setup. So I just have my Pennsylvania sportsbooks teed up. Obviously, wherever you live, country or state, this is going to differ. For my minimum maximum percentage, I set a minimum percentage of at least 5% EV edge. Now, for my minimum maximum odds, these are completely blank. The league that I have selected naturally is the NHL, and then the market specifically is player props, and then within the player prop market, I only have one specific market set up right here, which is player goals. Then, naturally, with the date range, I have it set out to the next 7 days, and for the DVIG method, I am using additive, and I'm going after Pinnacle. No issue at all if you want to go after OddsJam's recommended book weights right here. It's fine as well. I just like to utilize Pinnacle in this spot. Now, another way that I like to find sharp plays for anytime goal scorers in the NHL is simply just by perusing the slate of games. So as we're looking at the Stars and the Senators, if I scroll down just a bit and I'm looking at Brady Tkachuk, you can see that I'm getting a really good price where the average odds is just plus 165, but I can get this at plus 200 at either BetMGM or FanDuel. Now, we're looking at the sharpest sportsbook in the world, Pinnacle. Another way that we could figure out if we have an edge in this play is by coming over here and grabbing Pinnacle's odds, coming over to the calculator section right here, which all these calculators are free over at OddsJam, and using a no VIG fair odds calculator. Again, all of these sports books charge some type of VIG or juice on their odds, and so this is how, removing the VIG from Pinnacle's line, we can find out what the fair odds are, and it's plus 178, plus or minus. Now, any odds that are higher than plus 178, like we saw with MGM and FanDuel, that means we have an edge. But how much of an edge do we have? Copy and paste this win percentage here and put this into a Kelly Criterion calculator. This is how we DVIG and figure out an edge. I use Quarter Kelly as my betting strategy, the odds that we're receiving from FanDuel or BetMGM, and then the fair win percentage. And you can see we have almost an 8% EV edge. We should wager 1% of our bankroll on this play, so for me, it's going to be $200. I come over here to FanDuel. We have Brady Tkachuk loaded up, ready to go. Another awesome thing, guys, about FanDuel. Check this out. If I open up and say, maybe I want to wager a lot of money on this. You see the max wager right here is $1,400. I'm simply just going to go after this with a $200 wager, but this is how you can find plays just perusing the games, see, oh, maybe we have an edge here. And if we do, this is how you calculate it and then plug it into the sports book so that you're betting an appropriate amount. Understanding how to de-vig, remove the vig from the sports books and calculate your edge when you're seeing odds. That's just not one example, guys, for anytime goal scores. That's just an example off of any type of odds or boost that you're receiving from sportsbooks. Now, with my second favorite market that I love to attack, it's in the NFL and anytime touchdown scores. And while the regular season is coming to an end, we still have playoff football. And so whether I like to wager this like a straight wager on Josh Jacobs over at FanDuel, or put this in a two-leg parlay like I did with Puka Nacua and Quentin Johnston, this is a market that I've went to time and time again, specifically with certain sports books, and FanDuel just happens to be one of them that I have a consistent edge with. When it comes to profitable sports betting, not a lot of creators are willing to share how they make their money and the edge that they have. And I'm willing to share that with you for free because I know what it's like when you're first starting out in your sports betting journey, and I want to empower the beginner, intermediate, and advanced sports bettors to just help beat the crap out of these sports books. So if you found value in the content thus far, make sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell notification so you don't miss the next video that I release. Also, drop a comment down below. What's your favorite player prop market to wager on, and what sportsbook do you seemingly beat time and time again? For me, it's NFL anytime touchdown scores with FanDuel. I'm saving the best for last with this player prop market. In the NBA, I love to attack first basket props. Now, I don't utilize OddsJam to find these plays. I lean on my man, First Basket Man. He has a free Discord that's linked in the description below. I have no affiliation with him whatsoever. I want to share with you, though, that this guy's model is an absolute crusher. It kills the books. Now, remember, compared to anytime touchdown scores or anytime goal scores, these first basket plays like Wendell Carter Jr. or De'Aaron Fox, these are much longer long shots. What you'll see on a typical day with First Basket Man is a card that looks like this. You're going to see the player that we're going after. What type of market? Is it first basket score or is it first basket team score? Now remember, guys, with first basket score, you want to make sure that you attack books that also accept free throws, because some sports books don't compared to others. Like BetMGM, they only accept first basket score for field goals, but FanDuel will accept the first basket score with free throws. So that's a very important note. Now for the wager size, guys, think of this as 1% or $1. Remember, these are long shot plays, so you just want to put 0.1% if it says 0.1. Think about your sports betting bankroll. Then think what 1% means to you, and then go off the percentages from there. Little sprinkle on these plays. Now, two other notes. Number one, we'll sometimes receive round robin opportunities when he puts together a card. And so sometimes with these round robins, remember, these are a series of smaller parlays. I took these 10 picks from him, put $200 down, and turned it into almost $1,600. So if you want to sprinkle a little $10 to $15 on these round robins, it gives you some great exposure to a massive payday. Now, one other note is sometimes you're not going to be able to get the same exact odds as First Basket Man does, but this is where one of the few times I'm willing to accept slightly lower odds because I know that his plays are so good. While the NFL season is starting to wind down, we still have plenty of hockey and basketball that's available for us to attack. So whether you're already utilizing OddsJam software or if you just want to take advantage of an awesome free Discord, I highly recommend that you start attacking these markets today. And while we touched on parlays, if you're looking for a parlay betting strategy, then click this video right here. It's going to walk you through exactly my setup and what I like to attack specifically, similar to this video, to put you on the fast track